Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're reacting to episode 22 of series 1 of Apothecary Diaries, and we're so close to the end of series 1. We did just get an announcement as to series 3, but it's still so far away. It's like October of 2026, and I don't know if I can wait that long. And then also Freerin series 2 comes out in January, and I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to watch series 2 of Freerin. So we do have some new animes that I'm really excited to catch up on, but I really wish it was sooner than October. And I think it's being split into 2 parts as well, and there's also a movie, which is crazy. I can't wait to delve further into this amazing adventure. But in episode 21, we left off with blue roses being requested and finding out that the servant misunderstood. It's not actually one of the 3 princesses being brought out. None of them are. So we'll hopefully learn a little bit more in this episode as to what that relates to. Also, we got to see more jealous Jinshi, where he doesn't like the idea of Mao Mao looking at the body of another man. And I mean, if you liked somebody and you walked in and you found them surveying someone like in their underwear, you would be pretty like concerned that you were going to lose them to someone else as well. But Maba's just so oblivious to Jinshi liking her and doesn't lead with the fact that she's doing this for her sister, not because she has an interest in him. It's just so funny. The miscommunication tropes are really annoying sometimes, but in this, it's just so cute and funny. I think miscommunication can be done so well when it's actually characters that are really endearing, but I feel like if the characters are not likable and there's miscommunication, you just get frustrated. But I think because the writer still gives us like little moments of like intimacy along with the miscommunication, it kind of makes it more tolerable. But it's also just done in such a funny, light-hearted way that you don't find yourself getting frustrated. You find yourself wanting more of it because it's so amusing. I'm not going to talk for much longer because I kind of talked about everything I wanted to talk about in episode 21, so I don't want to use the space to talk about the same things. I'm trying to repeat myself less. We are going to get into episode 22. Oh! He's having a baby! Oh, look at Lingli. I think she can. They do say that babies can sense when someone's pregnant. She was just a little tiny baby at the beginning of this series. Oh! Oh, they're so stinking cute! Like, let me teach you about shrooms.
目の覚めるような青い花びらが美しくてね。かつて宮中によく生けていたものですが、また皆でめでたいものですな。あなた様であれば出せぬことなどないのでは?
I love how he's just hanging around Jinshi a lot more now. I feel like Jinshi keeps him close solely because he's Mao Mao's dad. He just kind of tolerates him. In the nation. God damn, okay. You'll be like, what the fuck are you on about?
装備の季節ではないと。
装備か。少しなら知識はあるが、本当に青い装備を見たと？ああ。幻覚剤は流行っていませんか？
なあ、待ってたら国が滅ぶわ。人士様。
Are they on drugs?
来月の園遊会に用意できるか？
来月？装備が咲くのは少なくとも2月以上先ですけど。
He's asking her to do the impossible.
人士様のこの反応、それに無理難題を押し付けるようなやり口。この話、もしかしてとある軍師から持ちかけられたのでは？
Yes, it was. She's very sharp.
できるかわかりませんが、やるだけやってみます。
Oh, I love Mao Mao.
逃げているだけも腹立たしい。 どうせならあのにやけたモノクルを勝ち割ってやる。
Gonna confront him head on.
懐かしいな。
She looks
以前
so
毒
much
にして
healthier
たレ
and
ファ様のため
happier.
に蒸気風呂を作らせてもらった。さあ、こちら帝の愛読書です。
ありがたく頂戴するわ。
She's giving her something in exchange. Sex tips written down.
装備を狂わせるんです。
Oh, a greenhouse.
どういう意味だ、薬屋。
温めた部屋で装備を育てるんです。花が開花の季節を間違えてくれるかもしれません。
それ
Smart.
で狂わせるか。
Oh no. Again?
シャオラン、
She's overworking herself.
わしの怪我大丈
もしやお目付け役か？
Oh. Because they all
Nobody
worry and
does
care
not
about
care.
you.
散々言われたもんな。
夫？久しぶりに一緒だね。
I love her. I love that even though Mao Mao stopped being a servant, she still made time to go and see her and like bring her little treats that she wouldn't get access to. She didn't forget about her, and that's what I love about Mao Mao. Everyone is special in their own way.
人手を数名派遣してもらったが、他人に任せることは難しい作業だ。間違って全て枯らしてしまってはおしまいだ。
So she's gonna do it herself. She's so me. Why get someone else to do it if you can do it yourself and it be perfect?
気持ちよさそう。
うん。
調子はいかがですか？差し入れです。
あり
Oh,
がとうございます。
仕事サボれておやつまでもらえるなんて最高
これも仕事だけどね。
だよ。
yeah, but better than what she is doing.
それとも怖いもの見たさか？
お
Okay.
次何したらいい？
They're probably curious about the flowers. A caterpillar.
大丈夫だよ。
Yeet. She is so cute.
急いでください。
Gotta bring him inside. Go, go, go.
つぼみ、なかなか出ないね。
Well, there was no way of knowing if it would work, but I hope it does.
徹夜で小屋を温める。
Almost like a mother looking after her child.
天候はままなら
Dedicating
ない。
night and day to make sure that her babies bloom. She's working so hard. Look at the circles under her eyes. She's so tired.
寝たよ、明け方。
明け方ってさっきだよ。できることやっとくから、ちょっとだけ寝たら。
They all care about her so much.
毎日毎日よく飽きないな。
They're curious. I think they want to maybe help.
何か気をそらせたら。
すごい。これがつまくれないか。
花町ではみんなやってるよ。
綺麗だもんね。
It is pretty. Now they want to go get their nails done. Everyone has their nails done.
マウマウもしてるの？かわいい。
Mama's a
最近流
trendsetter.
行ってるわよね。
そうですね。
Maybe
帝の
it's
寵愛を受ける
because
上級妃は流行りの最先端だからな。
oh, it's because of the concubines, but maybe also because they know that Mao Mao has Jinshi's attention, that they're looking at her and what she's doing, especially because she's close to Gyokyu and Lihua.
あ、そうだわ。今回、玉葉様は欠席されるの。ローラン様のお披露目に席をお譲りする形よ。
妊娠を隠すためか。
Oh, Mao Mao again. Have they bloomed? They're blooming!
つぼみ。
さっき見つけたの。やっと一つ目だよ。
紳士様。
Has she achieved the impossible?
あれが師匠殿の娘。
So this is their first time meeting her. She is very striking.
至らぬ点はありませんかな。
She's definitely being pressured by her dad to be in this position. She did it!
青い装備。
Blue roses.
つぼみを目で咲き誇る姿に思いを馳せるのも一興かと。
美しいな。
人種に向けられるあらゆる視線、若造の宦官が出しゃばる様を好むほど無欲な感ばかりではない。
Yeah, because he's constantly referred to as the Emperor's favorite.
厄介なのは何を考えているのかわからない目だ。師匠、ローラン妃の実父で女帝の寵愛を受けた男。
Mm-hmm.
今なお帝は頭が上がらない。こちらも微笑みを絶やさない。
He's the one that's targeting Jinshi for sure. I love how no one else is eating and he's just like,
あの男だ。
fuck it, let's go. LAKAN! Oh, he's a menace.
起きたか。
Oh,
私はこれで。
he brought one for Mao Mao.
座ったままでいい。
難しいですね。開花には至りませんでした。
You got them far enough.
俺に対してすまないと言うんじゃないのだろう。
She did this for him.
これは一
She
体
didn't
どう
want
した
to
んだ。
let him down.
染めただけですよ。
何もついていないぞ。
この装備はもともとすべて白い花なのです。
They soak up the dye.
さまざまな色水を作って白いつぼみに吸わせたんです。あとは園遊会の間色落ちしないよう色水の染み込んだ綿を固定すれば完成です。実際骨が折れたのは装備の花を咲かせるまでだ。
And you did it.
確かに単純だな。
ですので何かしら言いがかりをつける感が出るかもしれません。帝には先に種明かしをしておきました。最初に秘密を知るのが嬉しいらしく、
She was ahead of the game.
毎日毎日青い色水を装備に吸わせる暇人がいたんでしょう。
なんでまたそんなことを。
To make someone happy.
ま、綺麗に染めたところでこれでもまともになったんだけど。
Oh, Mao Mao.
ガオシュン様、
She's so hard on herself.
ええ、言われた通り。
これで舞台は整った。
Oh, here we go.
いけすかないやつに
Is she
一泡
gonna send him a
吹かせる
blue
だけだ。
rose?
にしても、まさか挑発が失敗に終わるとは。
He sees them all as
多くの
game
人間の
pieces to be
顔は黒石のよう
manipulated,
にしか見えない。男は黒石。
maneuvered
女は
how he
白石。
wants them.
軍部の部下の人間でも、せいぜいシャンチーの駒だ。
I wonder if the only person who he doesn't see that way is Mao Mao's mum.
適材適所。それで大体の戦は勝てる。難しいことではない。
I wonder if we'll get a war at some point in Apothecary Diaries and we'll get to see the true strategists come out.
つまくれないか。記憶の中のつまべには、けばけばしい赤ではない。うっすら染まった宝泉花の赤。
Oh, she's catching him off guard. Mao Mao isn't a pawn to be used. She's not a piece. She's one of the only people whose faces he can see because it's his daughter and he has affection for her. So the blue roses, I jumped the gun thinking they maybe had no connection to Mao Mao, but I think they have a connection to Mao Mao and Mao Mao's mum. I think he used it as a gimmick to obviously woo Mao Mao's mum, and it has some romantic affiliation with them, but obviously he wanted Jinshi to fail. He didn't think Jinshi would succeed in this, but he did, because Mao Mao beat him at his own game. She learnt the trick, But now she's also confronting him. She refuses to run away. And that's part of why she's doing it. She's doing it because she doesn't want Jinshi to be taken advantage of. She wants Jinshi to succeed because she cares for him. But at the same time, this is her way of maneuvering the pieces. He's about to get outsmarted. He's talking about how wars are won because you just maneuver people where you want them to be. Mamo's beat him at his own game. She's maneuvered him right where she wants him through the blue roses. She's caught him off guard. She's very much a little strategist herself. I love that she gives her friend a manicure. And then she also talks about like the wood sorrel and being able to use it to make like a more vivid color. And then he also talks about it as the manicure that he remembers from his past, which is Mamo's mum playing with the game pieces. But I think the blue roses have a connection, and that's how he helped woo Mao Mao's mom. But then the blue roses are also what has allowed Mao Mao to out-strategize LAKAN, and she is using that to her advantage to see and meet with him so that she can actually confront him head on. What I find very interesting is how the Emperor doesn't smile around the previous Empress Dowager's favorite, almost as if he has really bad memories of him, or he feels like smiling might allow him to worm his way in. It could be that he's shielding and guarding himself from this man, but Jinshi refuses to let his smile drop. And a lot of people are jealous because obviously of Jinshi being the favorite. But Jinshi knows that Lolan's dad is somebody to watch out for. And it's the way that like he steps in and he's like, is there anything else that like my daughter could improve upon? He has 100% pressured that poor girl into that position for his own manipulation and gain. It's for his own means. She very clearly doesn't want to be in that position. She's so disinterested in it. She's checked out. She's constantly reinventing herself, almost as a deterrent to the Emperor. But I also think that it's either a deterrent or it's trying to make him like her. She's trying to do whatever she can to make him fall for her because she has that pressure from her dad to become close to him, to be the one he relies upon, because that's what her dad expects of her. That's what he wants her to be. So maybe part of the changing of her fashion and the hair is to find something that the Emperor likes. And that's why she's consistently changing it up without realizing that the Emperor doesn't actually like it because he doesn't know who the real her is because of how much she changes, of how much she hides behind these looks and facades. And I think it's either her way of pushing the Emperor away because she doesn't want to be in that position, or it's her doing it to get the Emperor's attention because she feels that she has to do whatever she can to make him want her because it's what her father wants. It's him putting pressure on. But I just love this show. It's so beautiful, and the animation, and Li Hua is looking so good. I hope we get to see Li Hua have a baby. She does deserve to be happy. She deserves to have another little one of her own. Ling Li's reaction to her mom being pregnant is just the sweetest. She's going to make the best big sister. She really is. I wonder if Gyokyu is going to have a boy or if she'll have a girl. But even if she has a boy, it doesn't really make much of a difference unless the Emperor never finds out that Jinshi is actually his son. If the series continues to run with the Emperor never knowing that Jinshi is his, then Gyokyu's son could then be the heir, and Jinshi is free from that burden of responsibility in being the Emperor's younger brother. But if the Emperor learns that Jinshi is his son, then Jinshi will be set to inherit regardless. Which is kind of sad because I don't think it's what Jinshi wants. I think if he had a choice, he would rather not live this life. But I still just love Mao Mao and her friends' little dynamic that she really cares for her, and the other ladies being curious about what Mao Mao's doing and then mimicking it. I think it could be, again, because she's favored by two concubines, but I also think it could be as well that she's favored by Jinshi, so in a way, they're curious about what she's done to make Jinshi so interested in them. But I love that even Mamao's aware that, like, she needs to tell the Emperor of this before somebody tries to get her in trouble or Jinshi in trouble. So she's like 2 steps ahead always, because she's like, I gotta protect myself, but I've also got to protect Jinshi. Because if they try to use this for their advantage and the Emperor feels like he's been tricked, then he might be angry and take it out on them. So Mama's like, I'm gonna let him in on the secret beforehand, just in case, just so he doesn't get in trouble. I just think still that Lolan's dad is behind all of this. I think he's in on the plot to get rid of Jinshi, and I think it's because Jinshi is close to the Emperor and he wants his daughter to be in that position. He's maneuvering his daughter in a way so that he will gain elevated status. And if his daughter has a son, the son will be the one that inherits and his dynasty will live on. But it's just the way that this is his daughter's moment to shine. And he comes in and he's like, is there anything we can improve upon? Like, sir, butt the fuck out. Leave her alone. She doesn't want to be there. She doesn't want to be in this position. You're using your daughter for your own gain, your own political benefit. I just feel for her so much, but I'm so glad that Mao Mao is deciding to beat LAKAN at his own game. She's going to confront him and outmaneuver him and maybe get some answers, maybe come to an understanding as to why he's so interested in her. But I also love that she's trying to teach Lingley about mushrooms and what's poisonous in flowers. And I think maybe that could be good in the long run, because Lingley will be able to identify something if it's dangerous and she won't consume it. Maybe that will crop up again, because a lot of things that seem really unimportant end up being important further on. So her teaching her what that mushroom is and that it's poisonous may stick in her head and become relevant later on if somebody tries to get her to eat something that's poisonous, because she would still be seen as a target, if only to undermine her mother's position further by removing another of the Emperor's children from the picture. Of course, Lingley can't inherit. She is a girl in this time frame. Women couldn't inherit. But it would hurt the Emperor and it would also hurt Gyokyu. So if you were wanting to get to the Emperor and to get to Gyokyu, then you would target their child. So I think somebody could end up maybe being like, oh, she poisoned herself because she ate something she shouldn't because she's a child. But maybe Mao Mao's like lessons on like mushrooms and what's dangerous prevents her from eating something that could be deadly. I think it may end up having relevance, but I love how they're like punishing her, like like draw normal flowers, please. But this is Mao Mao. What do you expect? Let her teach Lingley about what is relevant and what could protect her in the long run. I think that's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. Until next episode, bye!